this run of Dishonored in ASMR. So, we just got another rune, and I am wondering if I should keep it for probably agility going forward, because I need to. I'll probably do that, because I don't think I'll ever use dark vision. Anyways, so let's see if this run, if we can, do something low chaos. I'm not guaranteeing anything though, because ya boy is not very good at sneaking around. So beyond that, beyond that, I think we are okay. For anything else, what is that? Enables one additional bone charm to be active. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that's what that was for. Okay, let's get started. Sorry. If you stay in the water too long, you will get attacked by some fish that will eat you, which is not fun. But yeah.
Such laughter, and they're singing the old songs, linking arms. But that was from a happier time. Samuel Beechworth went to sea to forget a hopeless life. He succeeded.
Slow these days.
If you like, but he won't use it.
Deals are made here, sometimes under the influence of wine, and sometimes the influence is the point of a knife.
Well, let's get down to it. First off, I know that assassination is dark business, but sometimes good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Caldwin on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece. Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you. Another thing. Campbell is holding a former overseer by the name of Martin. He's one of us, and if you manage to find him, give him whatever help you can. He's a master strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the Hound Pits.
Admiral Havelock has seen more corpses than all the rest put together. He has killed whales and men for profit and pleasure.
That makes me not want to trust him at all. Actually, yeah. I think the audio might be still a bit too loud.
The river crust infestation has spread downriver. As far as the river... Do not attempt to approach or destroy a river crust.
Okay. Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me. But my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
She is Callista Kernow. She has learned to defend herself in this treacherous city. Before the sun rises, they toss any casualties into the river. Men or hound, they all go in. Each and every night, the black-eyed outsider visits upon Piero's dreams.
Just wondering, sir, if you thought about perhaps seeing Piero before venturing into the Overseer's nest. I'd recommend going with the best gear you can get together.
Does part of the soul live in the heart? If the heart keeps beating, does that mean that the spirit is never released into oblivion? I can keep a heart beating forever with electricity, but what does that mean for any essence trapped within? It'd be easier if I created these processes in waking hours. I am uneasy pursuing avenues that emanate from my dreaming mind.
What can I do for you?
Rewire tool. Disable security devices or make them work in your favor by using a rewire tool on the circuitry panel for the security device you want to hack. This consumes the rewire tool. Rewired walls of light, arc pylons, and watchtowers will harm your enemies instead of you, while rewired alarms will be fully disabled.
What can I do for you?
Ready to go? Just give the signal.
Overseer Campbell. High Overseer Campbell leads the city's militant religious faction and is a close ally to the Lord Regent. Campbell is completely corrupt and holds the secret to Emily's location. Infiltrate the office of the High Overseer, steal Campbell's journal, and eliminate him. An ally to the Loyalists, Martin is being held there. Free him and allow him to escape.
It'll be a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. A man walks through one of those, and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. Then there are the real odd birds living on the fringes like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts. Don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
Let's go. It's nearly midnight. But easy, damn it. Keep him in the boat. Canal's got
Dearest Gwen, the city is going to burn. I've sold everything, so there's nothing for me here now except you. I'll wait for you where Clavering Boulevard crumbles into the river, where we used to meet. We'll take the money I've made and bribe our way into a passing whale ship. I won't leave without you, and if you won't come, I'd rather be rat food. Love, Arthur.
Hey! What is it?
I think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
Well, he ain't moving no more.
Good. Keep them coming.
Oh, nasty. Little filth.
Attention Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from our Honorable Lord Regent.
This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest and potentially beyond. In addition, in this continuing crisis, the overseers of the Abbey of the Everyman remain in service to the state and are empowered to enforce order whenever and wherever necessary. Will
Bullshit.
High Overseer Campbell
Bullets.
for the generous loan of their services.
I think the authorities are sad today. I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen. Yes, I would. Dear? Is that you, my dear husband? My eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little birdies? The dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here. Oh, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them, and they're not very polite ones either. Granny Rags, let us in. Oh, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them. But what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you?
I mean, I can certainly try.
Let us in, Granny. What the? Come on, let's get this guy.
I did not do that. I swear to God, if they said I did that.
I told you the knives go on the left. On the left. You never listen. Oh, my dear. I knew you'd help me with those ill-mannered boys. My brave man. Listen, Granny has a birthday present for you. I got it from the outsider, and now I'm giving it to you. Go on. It's upstairs. On the vanity. I think you'll cut a nice figure with it. Remember how we used to dance? Our parties were even grander than those at the Boyle Manor. Everyone wanted to come.
She a crazy person.
Granny.
Be careful, Corvo. They call her Granny Rags. You wouldn't recognize her real name, or even the name of her family. But an emperor begged for her handmaids, and rich young men fought each other for her favor. I watched her consider them all, measure their worth, and find them wanting. Then, she made a different choice. You're on your way to face the High Overseer, the leader of a great cult dedicated to loathing me. What will you do, I wonder?
Oh no, that's not a nice thing.
Long ago, Granny Rags danced at court.
All
Men begged to marry her.
I hope you like the little gift I got for you. It's the least I could do for turning those louts away. I can't bear these Bottle Street children. Ruffians, every last one of them. Rotten apples. And that slack-jaw is the worst of lot. You know what I just thought of? You could do something else for me. Another little favor. And I'd give you another present. Another lovely rune carved from the bones of a dead whale. Do you remember my doctor, dear? Dr. Galvani? Now there was a clever man. He's got all sorts of nasty rat guts and disease in his laboratory. Wouldn't it be a shame if some of that mess found its way into the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still? That'd teach 'em. See to it, dear. I'll find you another present just like the first. Galvani lives on Clavering Boulevard, or at least he used to. Those were the days. Now run off. My baby birdies are hungry. So precious.
I'm gonna run away now.
You'll have to go, or they won't come.
The eradication of Black Sally. Before Slackjaw ran the streets of the distillery district, there was no boss more ruthless, violent, or dedicated to squeezing the average citizen for coin than Black Sally. Like so many from Morley, she was pale-skinned and green-eyed, with hair as black as the void. They say that she started young, and as a girl she'd stun a man with her looks, coming upon in an alley, then smile a one-sided smile, and suddenly run him through with a knife. She'd have his money, and be on her way before he breathed his final breath. As a boss, she was worse, ruling over the meanest street gang Dunwall had seen up to that time. Her operation touched everything from shipping to prostitution. She even had a racket going, with the Baker's Guild, a finger in every pie indeed. One man, Watch Captain Jules Robin, made it his mission to stop her, and kept the case going for half a decade. Black Sally met her, and when Robin had his men light smoke fires and barrels near the warehouse where she hid out during the day, and she and her gang rushed into the streets, terrified the building was burning. Captain Robin and his top officers threw nets over them and ran them all through with blade and pistol shot. Oh dang.
I can feel a great age ending.
Somebody get over here! Cut this bastard up for the heck! Die, you...
I owe you, brother. I won't ask about the mask. I wouldn't want my face seen either, pulling a stunt like that. You know what? I'll return the favor. Come by Griff's shop. That's my business. Well, it was, at one time, but now I'm reduced to scavenging things from here and there as the city dies. If you need anything, I wouldn't mind trading for a little money. Maybe someday the plague will blow over and everything will go back to normal. But until then, it's scavenging for me.
Aye, a little bit too close to home, eh?
What the?
Bone charms. Bone charms are a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from long back, passed from father to son. Old man Salt to Greenhorn, still getting his sea legs under him. In the old times, men cut into the tusks of ice seals and into the arm-long fangs of bears that roamed the isles north of Tevia. Once the whole trade began, the practitioners went to engraving the bones of the great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon to a man's vigor or defense against pregnancy. Morris Journal. 8th entry. It's the 4th day of the month of rain. Morris is sick and so are the children. I've avoided it thus far, which is good fortune, since it has fallen on me to care for them. The city watch comes and goes, knocking on doors and asking for signs of plague. Even our neighbors cannot be trusted. Earlier, it was difficult to keep the children quiet. Now they sleep most of the time. The flies have set in. I tried to keep them away, but I can barely get close. They sting so. Most of the time, Morris won't answer me when I try to talk to him from across the room. Morris is gone. I don't know what I'll do. For now, all my hopes are reserved for the children. Leaving the flat for a while near dawn, I found some plague bags from a guard booth while no one was round. It took a while, but I got Morris into the bag. At least his face is covered. Young Robert has passed. The star of my sky is gone. Ellie stopped breathing in the middle of the night. She was such a headstrong girl, I could hardly believe she was overcome. She was always near as I cut a bag of fish or vegetables, arguing with me about everything. It's the 4th day of the month of wind. It has settled in and they are lost to me, all of them. I cannot bring myself to call the dead captain. I have the fever now. No guards come near anymore. So. Timeless children's rhymes. They say that Jimmy Whitcomb Riley was a brawler. His mates called Smiley. He ran around up and down town, pulling off every kind of crimey. That doesn't even rhyme. Whatever. On Bottle Street, he hung with the boys, throwing bricks and bottles and other toys. They'd start a fight, then run and hide, breaking, laughing far and wide. Smiley liked to eat and drink all day, and smash and bash the night away. Drunk and alone, he drifted off asleep sitting on the bridge along John Claver. I don't think that rhymes. I mean, it does, but not really. Anyways, when he woke, something strange he found, stranger than a singing wolfhound. He'd become a blue-jawed hagfish, most slimy, and only remembered his name was Smiley. They say that Jimmy Whitcomb Riley was never seen again for all of time, but he swam around up and down, drinking from the river, crying, "Why me?" I don't think I like that.
They are burning away. The doom of Panacea has come to the city.
Better them than us.
At least some of them have money. Probably rats.
of songs. She was shy in the mouth of earths, hiding from my scented letters, a sun-dappled cure for my loneliness. She was smiling in the month of rain, eating figs straight from the tree, a dream of sailing around the isles. She was wed in the month of clans, her sailor cousin from Culero, a shell bird drilling at my chest. She was dying in the month of songs, struck by a disease from the east, a terrible kiss on her distant lips. Okay. Darren and Gwen. Wasn't the letter from a dude named Arthur? I don't know.
Yeah. The sick ones go into cages and often flooded.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. Please clear the area when a motorized carriage or stilt walker approaches on state business. Be advised that such vehicles will not slow or stop to avoid citizens obstructing the way.
The river rushed in when the barrier broke. The whole district in the dark.
Stupid goddamn.
Here Morris was dragged off by the overseers. Some black magic nonsense. Blow off.
Corpo Meadows. We found this strange rune on a woman who used to sell pastries up the street. Not sure how she died, but since the thing looks superstitious, we set it aside for the overseers. After your shift is over, take it to them for disposal, or whatever they do with them. Don't forget. Seer Campbell leads the city's militant religious faction and is a close ally to the Lord Regent. I think I already read this.
Hello. I hear the second day is when the skin really starts to come all the way off. Is that true? Or is it the itching that really gets you? Or the rat?
Oops. Okay, sorry.
What a sight you are in that mask. I know who you are and what you're here to do, and I can help. Unlock me and I'll buy you a drink in a couple of days. By the void, I'll buy you 100 drinks.
There are few brave enough to laugh in the outsider's face. But T. Martin is one.
Poor circulation, and I seem to have forgotten my mittens, so I'd appreciate it if... Feels good to stand up straight. Thank you, Corvo. What you're here to do tonight is of the highest importance. We've got to find Emily, so kill Campbell and make it quick. Once it's done, search his body for the journal, his notorious black book, and get out of there. Campbell is meeting with a guard named Kerr now, and word from my informant is that Campbell is going to poison him. Maybe you can use that to your advantage. All right, I won't be of any help here, so I'll make my own way back to the Hound of Hits pub. If I see Samuel the boatman, I'll tell him to pick you up in the backyard, behind the office of the High Overseer. May all the spirits guide you, and may our enemy's head hit the floor without you taking a scratch.
I was just reading in the archive about the heretics of Brand. It sounds good.
Haters fired the
I've never
first
seen
shot,
the heretics brand used.
but Bottle Street King fired the last.
But I did spot the person once.
It definitely says Hatters, not Haters.
Out on a retreat, we passed through a fishing town and saw him begging.
What were his crimes?
Who can say? The brand is reserved for an overseer, or even the high overseer himself. Remember the 7 strictures.
And you never need worry about such matters.
I will.
Sorry about that car, you guys. Play your way. Pathways. There are many pathways through your missions. Front streets, alleys, windows, rat tunnels, rooftops, and waterways. Experiment with different ways to reach your goals.
Did you get caught in the lockdown last night?
Now what? Back to the beginning. It was Martin's plot to out of Coldridge Prison. That's clear enough. But why Corvo?
The one man feared throughout the Empire. He's as bloody-minded as they say. Left a trail of bombs.
The heretic brand is reserved for those overseers who have committed heinous acts against the order, but have not broken codes that would otherwise result in execution. No contact, aid, or shelter can be given to one bearing the brand. That person is forevermore unwelcome to the Abbey and its affiliates. When used, the brand is applied to the forehead, so all can see the sins of the recipient. The chemical compound acts quickly, scarring the heretic for the remainder of life. The interrogation room here at the office of the High Overseer stands ready for branding ritual. Should the need arise, the recipient must be strapped into the interrogation chair and restrained as the brand is applied. The heretic brand itself is to be stored in the same room.
And the way he dodged the axe, we can't rule out black magic. He had help, yes, but how long? Present yourself. Don't make me find you.
having trouble holding the side streets.
Bunch of children playing games.
Good, good. And your niece, Callista, isn't it? I'm very concerned about her.
She'll be found. My men are searching district by district.
The poor girl.
Callista's a resourceful one. Probably found us.
Let this serve as a reminder of our cause, a token of the outsider's power, bound here before us. Let us not allow it to twist our hearts. Our gaze shall not wander toward it, nor will our hands reach out in restless greed to grasp it.
Place to hole up in all this chaos.
If my ears hear any word, I'll come straight to you. I'm for drinks. I hope you won't refuse. It'll make this busyness pass all the quicker. Locked? One of the servants must have been in here. Let me see. It seems I have the wrong one. Not that one. No. Ah, here we are. Now if you'll join me. Men will come get you when we're finished. Keep each other entertained in the meantime. I'll fresh you out.
Now!
Here you
Go for the alarm! Now! Guards, for me! Flank him!
Flank him!
A promotion for the man who kills this one!
Got you in the river!
Look sharp. We got a problem.
My God, my neighbors are so loud.
I'll learn enough.
Ring the alarm!
On branding heretics, the heretic brand is reserved for those overseers who have committed heinous acts against the order. Blah blah blah. We've already read that, right? Yeah, okay.
What we have is a man, aged 30 perhaps, slender, unusual tattooing, fingers and chest. Probably superstitious here.
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
You're one of Dowd's men, aren't you? Caught at last. Give us a name at least. What's wrong with his eyes? Opium? Laudanum? Are you with us?
Whiskey and cigars to...
Oh, I think I forgot.
I believe so.
Once they are brought here, they leave. The overseers always find the guilty.
Attention!
This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
Where are you?
Okay.
We know you're here.
How do I get into it?
Shout if you see.
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
I know you're here somewhere, Scout. We'll find you. I heard you there. We know you're here.
Attention!
Shout if you see.
This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
The overseer's gone.
To me!
They await the chest orders with their hounds.
Where are you? Got you now. Get behind him! Take out his leg!
Attention!
I am clearly not very good at not causing a scene. Sounds right though. I'm just gonna go get to Samuel.
Corvo, is that you?
Are you kidding me right now? I'm not moving. Okay. That is so stupid.
Hey, Corvo. It's Samuel. I'm here. From the way I hear it, Campbell lived a pretty posh life. Maybe it's not my place to say, but men of the faith shouldn't live like barons. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, my Rokeos is low. What's up? Nice. Very cool. Martin is on his way to join the Loyalists, and Gable's fate has been thrown into the Overseers into disarray. Decoding the High Overseer's journal may reveal any number of strategic strategy, no secrets, but most notably the location of the rightful heir to the throne, Emily Coldwell. Oh god.
Admiral Havelock and Lord Pendleton are...
Sorry, you guys.
I expect they'll want to congratulate you.
Okay, why are people shooting?
My uncle's been killed, hasn't he? I know he never came back from the meeting with High Overseer Campbell. I don't know why I expected anything else.
Did I not save him? I guess not. Weird.
They're all corrupt. If this is going to work, we have to take
Attention.
down the Lord
All
Regent
citizens
and all of
living
his
on the
key
north
allies.
side of the river.
You know it. You did it! Somehow you took down the High Overseer Campbell against the odds. I knew you were our man, Corvo. With Campbell gone, we've hurt the Lord Regent immeasurably. And with Martin back, we'll have the finest strategist alive.
The Lord Regent must be shitting himself in Dunwall Tower.
Yes, and Campbell's journal, let's not forget. Our hope is that in these encoded pages, the location and condition of Emily Kaldwin can be discovered. Our entire movement will mean nothing if we can't place the rightful heir on the throne. We must act fast. No doubt the Lord Regent is holding Emily somewhere, waiting to reveal her. Step out as the hero to further cement his regency.
If he doesn't bring the young lady forth soon, there will be infighting among the nobles as to who should succeed the Empress.
Yes, time is against us. But now you should take a well-earned rest, Corvo. We will decipher the contents of the High Overseer's journal and share them with you later.
Sailors tell tales of monsters far out to sea. But I'll tell you, there's strange things in this river no one talks about. Lights in the water, late at night. I've seen faces, too.
The inspiration is coming faster. My mind works faster at night than it does during the day. I'm being swept away, and I can no longer tell if it's genius or madness. When Corvo arrived, he brought some force from the void with him. Or perhaps I'm more brilliant than I even supposed.
Oh my god, what a narcissist.
My, there is something to you, isn't there? You went and spanked the High Overseer in his own house. I hope the tools I designed for you function to your satisfaction. The fact that I am standing here and talking to you affirms that this is true in several ways. Can I be of service to you?
Need to get more sleep points. Yeah, we'll get them. Okay. The heart said there wasn't any runes or bone charms that I needed, so. I know what I was going to do. Or do I? Never mind. I think I lied.
Do you mean to tell me you don't know how to curtsy properly?
Please, sir. I was never in service with a noble.
That's not an excuse. You need to learn proper decorum. My father served in the field under General Alfred Pendleton, where he took the wound
Sometimes I
that
wonder
crippled
if
him.
the plague is just going to go on.
I hope I
and
will do no
on
less
and
if called
on,
upon.
and kill
Until
everyone
then,
ever, and it's the
there is
end of the
plenty
world.
of silver to polish.
Think of that.
Don't be rude.
To Dunwall citizens, you are reminded that assaulting a member of the City Watch has been made a capital offense.
Welcome back, Master Corvo.
Who said that?
Welcome back, Master Corvo.
Oh, is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
Welcome back, Master Corvo. You know, I expected a rough around the edges military man, like the Admiral. You're actually a gentleman.
Thanks, I think. Anything new? There he is. Cousin Anna, Morgan, and Curtis continue to resist my efforts and are no longer responding to my letters. The servants tell me that they have been absent from the manor for some weeks. My brothers have always been arrogant, utterly convinced of their own certainty, and they don't really give two figs for anyone else in the world, unless they want something and can't have it outright. But this disagreement over the upcoming parliamentary vote has reached a crisis point. Up till now, the Lord Regent has been somewhat restrained in his authority, at least where the holdings of the gentry have been concerned. If Morgan and Curtis vote in his favor, the law will be changed, and we will all be at risk. Aristocracy or not, or not. I implore you, if you know where they are, to speak with them. Lord Trevor Pendleton.
Memoir, Chapter 28. Waverly, Waverly, Waverly. The very name sweeps one away. She came into our cold marble hall and brought light and warmth. She changed our lives forever. It was only later I realized she was a traitorous little weasel, like all the Boyles.
For my master's sake, I do hope a finer vintage becomes available.
Corvo's proved his abilities beyond question. It's not anyone who can walk into Holder Square and put down the High Overseer. And now we're faced with the question, could he be dangerous? Events are going to move quickly now. The storm's rising,